The man took out a pair of handcuffs. He leaned one end against the head of the bed and the other against his wife's hand. In order to revive the man's glory, he swallowed more than a dozen male enhancement pills suddenly, and then he was ready to rediscover the machine with his wife. Unexpectedly, at this moment, the man had a heart attack. After a violent convulsion, he fell heavily on his wife. At first, the wife thought it was the emotional relief set by her husband, and he cooperated with her husband to shout for help. While supporting her husband's body with her feet, something is getting wrong. Until she pushed hard, her husband rolled down from the bed. Although the woman realized that something was wrong at this time, she still had a fluke in her heart. She quickly sat up and tried to wake her husband on the ground by shouting, but the next scene made her dumbfounded on the spot. I saw a lot of blood flowing out of my husband's head. Obviously, the man really had a heart attack and fell to the ground after a sudden attack. When the woman saw this, she called for help desperately, but there were only 2 of them around the house. Even if he shouted through his throat, it didn't help. 5 hours passed, and the woman gradually calmed down. At this moment, he vaguely heard something outside the house. He called out for help from the window. Soon, the movement came to the house, but when the woman thought she was saved, she found that it was just the sound of a hound, and the hound was attracted by the smell of blood on the ground. The woman realized something. She hurriedly roared and tried to keep the hound away from her husband's corpse, but she was still leaning against the bedside, so she couldn't drive the hound away. She could only watch helplessly as the other party tore off a piece of her husband's body. In order to protect her husband's body, the woman tried to break free of the handcuffs on her hand. Unexpectedly, the handcuffs of one hand were easily broken free. She was glad that she had done it, so she quickly jumped out of bed and broke it hard.